Tennessee looks like they got themselves a quarterback. First ever, I think, trade in college football history with Tennessee getting UCLA as quarterback, and obviously UCLA got Tennessee's quarterback in Nico Iamaleava. But what is Tennessee getting in Joey Aguilar? It's probably the best place to start here. I think a lot of Tennessee fans are saying, well, is this going to work? Is this something that we can actually go and win with? Can we recoup the production that Nico had a season ago? First off, absolutely. 19 touchdowns, 5 picks. Not necessarily the highest bar to reach when you're talking about replacing what your production was at quarterback a year ago. But I will say this. When you talk about Nico in relation to Joey Aguilar, it's no secret Nico Iamaleava's ceiling is a good bit higher. But we talk about ceiling so much with quarterbacks. Let's change that metaphor. Let's talk about buildings. Nico Iamaleava's building is probably right around, call it 20 floors. Joey Aguilar's building is probably somewhere in the range of 12 to 15 floors. But Nico Iamaleava is probably living somewhere around, floor 10, floor 8? Joey Aguilar is like floor 13, floor 14. So you're getting more, I think, out of Joey Aguilar right away with what he is as a college football player. Now, guy transferred from App State to UCLA. Dude lit it up at App State now. All right? I mean, he's the best thing to come out of the high country since our very own Caden Smith. Dude was, has the single-season record at App State for passing touchdowns, passing yards, total offense. Dude can play some football now. Make sure that is very, very clear. I think it's interesting to note now, the report from Yahoo is that Joey Aguilar's NIL compensation is, quote, 7 figures less than what Tennessee was playing Nico. No harm, no foul. If I'm Tennessee or if I'm Joey Aguilar, I say, okay, go get me some freaking weapons now. Go get me some dogs to throw the football to because Josh Heupel's offense is built to win matchups on the perimeter. If you win your matchup, give him a good football, we're going to score a lot of points. And Joey Aguilar is sort of the inverse of Nico Iamaleava in terms of his play style. How many times last year as a Vol fan did you watch Nico Iamaleava sail a throw over a deep pass downfield or just have a trouble connecting on that vertical passing game? You saw it at times, but it wasn't consistent. Joey Aguilar is going to let it rip. For better or for worse, he's going to let it rip. The interception numbers leave something to be desired, but he's going to be able to connect on the passes downfield when someone's available. So if I'm Josh Heupel, again, if I'm Tennessee, go get him some guys to get open downfield would be my thought there if we're talking about the NIL funds that maybe we have available to us here, if we're talking about Joey A and what he can be out there in Knoxville. Now, I would say this. If you're a Tennessee fan, you love this, man. You love this. Get that pastor who was rescued on the phone and let him know, got yourself a quarterback that if this thing plays out the way that it could potentially play out for, this would validate everything that you're saying right now around the Nico saga. Because Nico Iamaleava leaves Tennessee. If you're a Tennessee fan, you're like, this guy deserted us. But then you very quickly moved on to, we don't need you. Go on and get out to UCLA. We don't need you. We're going to be just fine without you. Joey Aguilar walks in from a place where Nico Iamaleava is transferring to, and essentially from what I can gather, taking his spot, then goes to Tennessee and makes the playoff, dare I say, wins a playoff game? Dog, they'll build a statue. The Joey A statue will be front and center in front of Neyland Stadium, dude. I'm being hyperbolic, but you catch my drift. That's what I think is at stake here and on the line here when you talk about the get-back factor here for Tennessee fans. And I guess overall, man, for Joey Aguilar, I don't think he would mind making that happen for himself and his career either when it comes to this whole situation. So that's the Tennessee side. Let's talk about the Nico side of this, though, for UCLA. I don't know that we talk about this enough because the story was so big and how bad it was for college football and the black eye it was in some ways for where we are in the sport. This could have been way worse for Nico Iamaleava in terms of where he ended up at. Every single day or every single hour, it felt like we're talking about teams pulling out of the Nico Iamaleava sweepstakes. And they weren't in the most high-profile schools. No shade to Tulane, but when you're transferring from a team that was in the SEC in the college football playoff, and you're talking about a team in Tulane, again, no shade to Tulane, but we understand those two things are very different. North Carolina, I like Chapel Bill, man. I'm here for that story. We don't talk about North Carolina in the first breath being a football school, do we? They said, no, we're good on Nico. This thing could have gotten worse for Nico Iamaleava. To transfer from the SEC down to G5 or who knows where else, it could have gotten a little bit more, maybe embarrassing is the wrong word, but feels like it fits here. It could have gotten that way. So Nico Iamaleava lands at a place in UCLA where he gets to still play in one of the best conferences, if not the best conference in college football. Now, is UCLA top tier in that conference? Absolutely not. But you save face some there. You land in a spot with a sniper mentality Tino Sinceri, who's done magic with transfer portal quarterbacks, most recently Curtis Rourke at Indiana. This is not the worst situation for him. Oh, no, by the way, now Madden Iamaleava, his brother, transferring into the quarterback room from Arkansas. It's not the worst situation in the world for Nico. I've said it before. I hope he balls out and puts this entire thing behind him. I do. And Tennessee fans feel the way about it. I don't blame you. I'd probably feel the same way if I were you. But I hope that he's able to just elevate above all of this and put this story behind him, have a great college career, go to the NFL, have a good career there, because I don't think any of this was his call. In some of that, you say, well, Nico, it should be your call. In fact, all of that, you say, Nico, it should be your call. So take control of your career now, brother. It's not about your camp. It's not about your advisory. It's not about your agents or whatever. It's about you and going and handling business on Saturdays. Because if you're not able to take control of your career, it's not going to be a thing where in the future this somehow doesn't pop up again. I'll make that very, very clear on the front end now. So the what-ifs around this with Nico and UCLA are very fun to me. The what-if of UCLA being awesome. Yes, I'm not saying they win the Big Ten, not saying they make the playoff, but what if Nico gets back home, smells the In-N-Out in the air in Los Angeles, gets back closer to the coast, and he just becomes a different beast. Gets back close to his 5-star potential, and maybe UCLA is a little bit frisky in the Big Ten. Maybe we see the battle for LA between them and USC have some real juice again nationally. Top 25 matchup. I think that'd be really fun. As a college football fan with no dog in the fight, I think that would be fun. On the flip side of that, though, if Nico's out there, and let's call a spade here, the roster at UCLA is not holding a candle to what the roster was at Tennessee for help around Nico. And Tennessee fans are shouting from the top rope, hey, we elevated you. You got so much help from us. Without us, you're nothing. That's what they're saying. If they end up being even close to right, and UCLA's offense is 18 points a game again next season, that will be even more a cautionary tale for quarterbacks in the portal holding their staff or the powers that be at their school essentially up for more money. That will be something that we talk about, I think, as a pivot point in the world of college football. And, we don't hope that for him, but that would be even further a cautionary tale in the world of college football, the portal, and quarterbacks alike. But again, we hope he balls out. Nico, hope you kill it. And Joey Aguilar, hope you kill it too, dog. We hope everybody in this trade ends up smelling like roses. I'll say this. Bigger trade, I think, than the Luka deal that happened earlier this year. Just my own opinion, but we'll see how this whole thing shakes out. Appreciate y'all being tuned in. Again, make sure you are subscribed. College football year-round, man. I said this yesterday on my Twitter page. Days like yesterday are proof that college football is a year-round sport. Yeah, the portal's open right now. A lot of things moving and shaking, but college football does not stop. This show doesn't either.